Namaskar and welcome again to Planet to Soul Astrology. So, friends, hope you all are doing wonderful and enjoying my videos. And yes, thank you all for subscribing my channel. Also, whoever have not yet subscribed, please subscribe my channel if you like my videos. And yes, today we are going to discuss about Venus. So, Venus is necessary. I have made several videos on Venus also, but today we are going to talk Venus in terms of marriage, marital bliss, love life, relationship, how it will be giving you bond between two people, like whether it is a partnership of work, partnership of marriage, partnership in any type of friendship also, whether this Venus will give you good fruits or no, because Venus is karka for emotions, Venus is karka for love, Venus is also karka for attraction, attention, and definitely Venus is liveliness between two souls. If Venus is not alive, there is no attraction, then the Saturn gets activated over there. So always in our lives we have to activate Venus, and we have to maintain the energy of Venus. But many people complain that even though I have relationship, I am already in relationship, but it's a dry relationship. Some people say that marriage is going on, we do not have any type of no clashes, nothing, but there is no bonding between me and my spouse. Some people say that even in partnership work we earn very good, but there are always some or other difficult, or there is a miscommunication between me and my working partner, or somehow specifically relationship are not getting sustained. Even marriage bliss is not sustained for a longer period of time. After certain period, definitely the two souls are getting separated under one roof. It is not necessary that there should be divorce or there should be legal procedure, then only it is called as that they are separated. People get separated under one roof also. They do not interfere in each other's space. They only discuss whatever is necessary, that is financial matters of house or anything. So when we see any type of marriage bliss, there are several techniques, there are several methods to see marital bliss. I have already discussed many techniques and many methods in my previous videos. All of you must watch those videos. If you have not, you can just go on my channel Planet to Soul Astrology and you can just check it out. So basically this rule belongs to Nadi Jyotish, that what I have been explained through my teacher, and after I got explanation, after I learned this thing from my mentor, I applied it on many charts, and really it happens to be true. What we have to see, that wherever is your ninth house, like and ninth lord also, but first we will see ninth house. So from your ninth house, if seventh house is holding Venus like planet, right, then definitely we say that third house is your basic house from your ninth house, right? That is the first thing. Second thing, we have to see that if Venus is only posited seventh to your ninth house, right, then definitely here something like Karko Bhavanashaya theory works a lot. Ninth house is fortune house. Ninth house is also enhancement of your fortune, because basic ninth house belongs to Jupiter. And in front of Jupiter, if Venus like planet is posited as per Kalpurusha Kundali, as per nature's chart, then definitely the Brihaspati Guru, that is Guru and Shukracharya, are opposite to each other. And in that, in that mode, or in that condition, definitely person is not able to get proper marital bliss or proper partnership bliss, or some or other obstacles or issues are definitely arising. Here I am not saying that they will get separated, because other than that, third house happens to be fortune house of your seventh house, right? It is posited in ninth house. But Venus will give you definitely good financial background if this Venus is in a good sign, in a good nakshatra. If it is in a functional benefic way, if it is with benefic planet also, then definitely this Venus will give other things, but some or other way definitely you will be lacking in your marriage life, and you will always feel that something is lacking in my life. Same way you have to see Venus from your ninth lord. Wherever your ninth lord is going, from that lord you have to assess where this Venus is going. If from your ninth lord also, if this Venus is going in seventh house, then same type of Karko Bhav Nashaya theory will definitely work here. Second thing, if this apart from Venus, from your ninth house or from your ninth lord, if you have Sun like planet, Mars like planet, or any other planet, then also those planet signification will come into action. But if it is a Mercury like planet, then definitely there will be good communication between you and your spouse. But where we talk about romance, when we talk about some emotions, the always there should be very live emotions between one and another person. That emotions are always lacking when Venus is posited seventh to your ninth lord or ninth house. But other than that, if Saturn like planet is also posited, then sustainability of marriage is there, but lack of romance is there. If it is a Mars, then definitely aggression is there, impatience is there, impulsiveness is there, restlessness is there, quick things spouse is expecting, or each other they are expecting quick things from each other. They are always in a hasty mode, and maybe because of this nature they are lacking good communication between each other. Even though romance is there, because Mars is something attraction. Again, if I talk about Sun like planet, then definitely your pride, your ego, your ambition, your reputation, your sustainability in a good sustainability in a society, all these things comes into action, and definitely this will enhance your good power position in a society once your partner enters into your life. And secondly, we have to assess if moon like planet is there seventh to your ninth house or ninth lord, then definitely it will be like sometimes you are very or your partner is very affectionate and very in a good mood, and sometimes your partner is in a low mood. But it's like at least the emotional bond will be very strong if this moon happens to be in a good sign, benefic sign with benefic planet, right? And benefic nakshatra also. So see, it's a deep study. It's not that immediately you have to just say that this is not good or this is good. Then again, if Jupiter like planet is posited seventh to your ninth house, then again we can say that always spouse is in a mode of advising you, not listening to you. Or we can say that even if you feel like sharing few things with your spouse, partner, love partner, or your working partner, then always rather than getting a good support or good moral support, sometimes you are being judged, or some judgmental statements are coming from your spouse. This type of marriage bliss, so many small things are there. It is not that always there are big quarrels, or always they do not want to see each other, then only marital bliss is disturbed. No, because of these small reasons also, which sometimes we overlook also. We do not pay attention towards such conditions or such situations of our life. But sometimes planets play so many important role, and then when we come to know the reason, then at least we understand that yes, this is the reason why all these things are happening. So friends, this was about seventh to your ninth house technique, or ninth lord to 7th, from 7th house to your 9th lord. So next time I will come with another topic. By that time, stay tuned with my channel, and do not forget to subscribe my Hindi channel also, which is named Ganesh Jyotish. I will be publishing new Hindi video also over there. So as I always say, Sabka Mangal Ho. May all be blessed. Namaste.